The economic crisis has hit Wu Qidong hard. For months, he's been checking the offerings at a job placement service in Shenzhen. At age 52, he belongs to the first generation of China's migrant workers. He came from the impoverished countryside to earn a living for his family. China became the world's workbench, and he worked hard in the factories.
Of course it affects me. Just look at the posters. They're all looking to hire someone between the ages of 20 and 40. It's very tough for us older people.
In China's industrial heart, the Pearl River Delta, factories are closing and companies are declaring bankruptcy. Cheap mass production is the key to success. Now China wants to turn into a modern, innovative industrial nation. But the transition is difficult and painful. And there's no guaranteed outcome, especially for workers like Wu Qidong, who can't keep up with the new technologies. The surviving factories are being modernized, and they need personnel with better training. We drove to the neighboring metropolis, Guangzhou. It used to be easy to earn money here, but now many companies have trouble making ends meet. Rent and other expenses have mushroomed in recent years. Lin Zhao, originally from Hong Kong, manufactures clothing in Guangzhou. She says profits have shrunk drastically. Some migrant workers have returned to the countryside because they can no longer afford to live in Guangzhou. So there's a lack of low-cost labor, and the young people who are better educated don't want to take menial jobs. To top it off, international competition is increasing.
Because the cost is climbing up. To climbing up, that means some people the customer will move to other country, because other country is more lower than the China right now. We cannot competition with the Vietnam, Cambodia, India.
We drive back to Shenzhen. Within a few decades, it grew from a village to a city of millions, a symbol of China's economic miracle. But will the glory days return? Deng Xiaoping opened up China's economy more than 30 years ago. Posters still exhort people to follow the Communist Party. The new 5-year plan projects 10 million new jobs, no mass layoffs, and a growth rate of 6.5%. Wu Qidong says life is hard, but he and his wife are a lot better off now than back then. He's worked all his life so his 2 sons could get a good education. They now have jobs and provide some help for Wu and his wife. But Wu is uncertain what China's economic future holds.
At the moment, it's hard to say. There's a lot of talk about how people should found startups and become more innovative, but innovations take time, so we may have a rocky road ahead of us for a while.
Wu's granddaughter comes home from school, and Wu has received good news, a job offer to deliver goods for a factory. It's not much, but it's a ray of hope.